especially because I had so many opportunities to be in front of teams, starting with the Senior Bowl, then another opportunity to see him during this process. It's all about the relationship. I think that's key. Being able to talk to them on and off the field about ball and not ball. So it's all about the relationship. That's big. So that was the first thing I mentioned, to them.
Well, what do you make of the situation over there? I mean, right now they're waiting on Aaron Rodgers, and they only have 2 guys under contract.
Yeah, so honestly, it doesn't matter who's on roster. It's all about doing your job. Despite anything, no matter where you're listed on the depth chart, it's about doing your job and being trusted. My objective going into the NFL is earning the trust and respect of the guys in the locker room, despite anything. No matter where I'm selected, when the time frame is, it's about earning the trust, because that's what you got to do it to. With the guys on the team and also the coaching staff.
Would you like to go there, Pittsburgh?
I have no issue with it. They want to take me. They pull in on me. Absolutely.
What type of situation are you hoping to go to?
Ideally, it'd be great to have a veteran in the room. Guy with experience. You look at the success rate with a rookie quarterback, they have a veteran in the room. And then also just being able to learn. It doesn't matter what system I played in every system. I had 3 different coordinators with my time frame of being in college. So I understand every system as a whole. So it's just all about that team pouring everything into me. It's going to get the best out of me.
What went into your decision to come attend the event?
Yeah, so it's a dream of mine. I got the invitation from the NFL to be one of the few prospects to be selected to attend the draft, and I was definitely going to go. This is something that I can mention to my family, that your dad, your brother was able to go to the draft. One thing, for example, is that Alabama, if you're a captain, you put your hand and cleat at Denny Chimes, and he'll forever be there, and I'll forever be here attending the draft. So it's a dream come true.
So do you feel confident that you're going to be a first-round pick?
I don't really, look into that, because no matter what, I got to prove myself. No matter if I'm the first pick in the overall pick in the draft, no matter if I'm the last pick in the draft, I still got to prove myself. I still got to earn the trust and still got to learn the system. So it don't matter when I'm selected. I just know that team that selects me believes in me. They all in on me, because that's why they're making the pick.
But so where'd you get that mindset from that you have going into this and everything you do?
So prior to going to Alabama, it wasn't about where I was going to play or who was on the depth chart. It was all about being the best version of myself and utilizing, all the skill set that I learned, in the dark. It's going to come out to shine at some point. And so when it was time to play at Alabama, I was prepared because of the preparation phase of growing up. And also my parents. My parents are everything to me. And they show me what right looks like. And I'm grounded in everything that I do, and I put my all into it. This is a guy that I didn't transfer anywhere. I stayed at the same school, never transferred. Even in high school, I went to a school where they didn't have success at the school. My brother was the first graduating class at the school I went to. He's 4 years older than me, and the program had never been to the playoffs. They only had 3 varsity wins, but the evolution of the program, each year, just came from the structure of the foundation, my parents, and faith.
What would you like Giants fans to know about you if you end up in New York?
Yeah, I'm a student of the game. I love football. And I'm doing everything, in my power to win. And that's the objective, is to win, but also be a good teammate. And it's gonna be someone that never gives up, despite any adversity. Always running through it, and then also uplifting the guys that's in the locker room and just being the best version of myself. And they're gonna get that.
Would you welcome playing in New York?
No doubt about it.
What were your experience like dealing with them?
Yeah, honestly, it's been fun to build a relationship with them. This is a team that I spent a lot of time with, communicated with, and learning their system, being able to see their plays, seeing how they run it. It's been great, and so. And then also his background, Coach Dayball, his background of Alabama. So we all share memories with Coach Saban and other Alabama memories. So it's pretty cool.
What's tonight going to be like for you?
You mentioned how you want a veteran in the room. Obviously, the Giants have 2 veterans. How, I guess, patient are you willing to be? When potentially not starting right away.
Yeah. So what's for you is for you, and when your opportunity presents itself, it's all about seasoning. And the best thing for any player is worry about them and their situation, and worry about how they can improve, and not worried about other people's situation. And so no matter if I play early on or not, I'm still the same person. I'm grounded in who I am, and I believe in myself. The confidence is the biggest thing. Confidence and preparation allows any player to be successful. And so I know that, no matter if I start right away or do not, you still got to earn your way. As you look at the landscape of NFL football, no matter where you are selected in the draft, you still got to prove yourself. And so it's going to be key, coming in, and then the hunger that I have. And that's especially that's what I got to bring moving forward.
What was your meeting like?
What did you think of learning under Russ and Jameis?
Yeah, no issue about it. No matter what the veteran is, I respect every starting quarterback in the NFL because I know what it takes to lead. I know what it takes to lead an organization. I played at Alabama. It's something special leading that script A and understanding, the history behind it. And so I respect all the guys as a starting quarterback, but especially that room. Like, there's so much knowledge in that room. Why not learn? Why not grow? And so it's going to be a lot of fun. And also share success. No matter who's the quarterback in the room, like, you still have shared success, and we all share the same logo.
What was your meeting like with Pete Carroll and the Raiders?
It was a good meeting. It's a really good meeting. It's funny the relationship Pete Carroll has with Coach Saban. I always mention those moments of their relationship, and then also his utilization of Russell Wilson and his coaching history and all the quarterbacks he's been around. And so with that knowledge, not the knowledge base he has, he pours it into me. So it's been good, a good relationship with him. And it's also pretty cool that he's in Vegas now. So
Did they have you doing some competitions, like some hoops or anything like that? They get into some competitions?
Nah, we didn't do that. We're talking balls, so they must be serious about me.
You're on the brink of the culmination of a dream. I mean, what does it feel like?
The motion really haven't been at a premium right now yet. I know whenever that time comes when I'm drafted and hear my name called, it's gonna be so much emotion in that moment because of things that people don't see, and the process and everything that goes on in playing football, how much I put into football, despite anything, despite an opinion, despite anything, it's how much I put into football. And to hear my name called, no matter when it is, I'm just super excited because I'm a reflection of my family. When you see me, you see my dad, you see my mom, you see my grandparents, you see everybody. And so, I'm just trying to be living proof that you can do it. You can achieve everything that you put your mind to. If you put your mind to it and you want it, you can go get it.
Hey Jay, you remind me of Cam Newton a lot. I had a long time with him.
Yeah.
What were some of the guys that you could say you patterned your game after, or you took a little bit from this person or that person?
Well, I say spit game with and the knowledge base, Jalen Hurts. I mean, I love Jalen Hurts. I love everything about him, who he is. He is respectful to himself, despite anything. I love everything that he puts into the game. Michael Vick, how he plays. It's a difference between learning from somebody and also picking up their game. It's a lot of guys like Jalen Hurts, Michael Vick, Cam Newton, those guys that paved the way for us that play the position. But also guys like Joe Burrow, the Brock Purdy's, the Tom Brady's, the mental toughness that goes with the preparation. I'm able to learn from that. So I just acknowledge that there's so many people before me that paved the way for me to play the position. And so all I do is try to pay forward to what they put into it and try to be the best version of myself.
Hey, what's your resume? You know you're the fastest quarterback ever in history. Did you know that?
Yeah, I do know that.
What is your resume? What are you doing? Like, I was looking at you. No.
I feel.
My boy.
Yeah, no, so look, what people don't know is I got family in Sunnyside, Texas, right? That's the country, right? And my cousins used to do a prank, right? They got horses, they got acres of horses, right? And so they'll latch the horse to the tree, when it's time to feed them so they don't run. And so when they let them off the leash, guess who gotta go get them? We gotta go get them. We gotta go spring, go get them. You can't look at it, they're gonna be gone. You gotta go chase them down. So yeah, early on, I always running.
Hey, congratulations.
Appreciate you.
Jalen, did you talk to the Saints?
One program.
Did you talk to the Saints?
I did.
How was that meeting like? And does that excite you just because of, with Kellen Moore coming in, the quarterbacks that he's been able to develop? Does that kind of excite you?
Definitely exciting. Close to home. He's been around Jalen Hurts. His knowledge base of playing a position. This is a coach that's offensive minded. So it'll be great for me as a quarterback. And so I spent some time with them, and then of course being able to learn their system and being around them. And so it's been cool. It's been really cool to build a relationship with them.
When you're focusing on those teams that need quarterbacks or looking for quarterbacks, are those the ones that you're kind of like going, maybe I couldn't land there, maybe, is that kind of the guessing game, kind of what you're doing?
It don't matter where I go, honestly. I'm going to compete. I don't care who in the room. I'm looking to compete, bring the best foot forward, be the best teammate I can be, earn the trust of the guys in the locker room, the respect, because you got to acknowledge that any team that is there that I'm selected to is a lot of guys that paid for the hard work to get into where they're at, them stable on that team. So it's all about learning. So
continuity is so rare. Every one of these guys has played multiple programs. What's it say about a player who stays at one place, and is that a strength?
Key word is rare. In this, it's a social norm to not stay grounded and to where you're at. If you look at it, there's a lot of guys that transfer other places, a lot of guys that get uncomfortable in adversity times and they go run away from it. But it comes from a military background, my parents. Just the characteristics that they are. You know, I see what right looks like every single day, and when I communicate with them, and all I want to do is just show what right looks like. You know, as a player, as a person, and so I just acknowledge that. I'm just a rare person. I'm just unique, and just don't really run away from adversity. That's part of who I am. It's the theme of my life.
Is that part you entertain that?
Oh yeah, it's like I smile through everything. I don't really it don't really bother me. Like, it's a part of it. You know, I play a position where it's a lot of pieces that's a necessity. I don't play defense. You know, I play a quarterback position where you need all 10 pieces around you to function all together. And so, the best way to do that is be a leader and be a lifter and a puller. Those are two distinct ways of being a leader. That's how I try to live my life.
Are you excited to see how your game grows as a quarterback at the next level?
I think that's any quarterback. I think not just myself. No matter where you're listed, you got to grow. You know, because that's how you stay and have longevity of playing quarterback, playing any position. And so, if you're growing, you're gonna be the best version of yourself, and you're gonna stay consistent at what you want to do. So, I just know that I just gotta keep growing, and I know that the opportunity presents itself. I want to seize it.
What does impress you about camp?
Thank you very much.
Camp work.
Thank you.
What is impressive about camp for you? Camp work.
Oh, so I met him at Steve Clarkson camp in California. That's when we were roommates together, and so we built a good relationship over the years. And so I met him a long time ago. So I've always been a supporter of his, and I'm so proud of him for the success he's had.
Dealing with the camps and getting private instruction growing up, how important has that become for quarterbacks as they develop?
It's so key because, like, the best thing for us as quarterbacks to be able to learn and also be around people that have knowledge, you know, and I've been around that with my playing career playing football. And I only know it's going to grow. You know, my first example of having 3 different coordinators. If you look at that time frame, I had so much knowledge poured into me and how they view X's and O's, the preparational phase that allowed me to be who I am, how to see football. And so I think that's key for any player is have that knowledge base that we didn't have before meeting that person.
Did you look for private instructors and when you were growing up trying to find somebody to help you develop? Did you?
Honestly, I did not. So my dad was my coach growing up. He's always been my coach. And it wasn't until I got around high school where I had other influences. And then as far as stable, not until college with being around other people. But it's been me and my dad my whole life. And, I know, through this process I've been able to lean on him. He's done a really good job with me. Because when you see me, you see him. So, but no, it's been my dad growing up. But, I have other people too.
So it was more to years ago. Can I wait?